Bully, how would you grade what Dom's been able to do so far with that North American Championship going into Saturday and what he's been able to do on NXT?
Dom gets an A from me across the board. Dom is doing a phenomenal job as a heel. I see him take steps forward every time he's out there. One of the most impressive things I've seen from Dom is when he first went down to NXT and he was becoming a natural leader. And it wasn't about being the leader in NXT. It's what happened after his first couple of matches in NXT. I see him back on the main roster, and now he's leading other talents on the main roster. He's becoming quite the ring general out there. I can't give Dom I think A is a good grade for him. Is he A plus? No, because he still has things to learn. But I don't see any weakness in Dom's game yet. The people boo their heads off when he goes to talk on the microphone. He has a tremendous amount of heel heat. He's playing his role perfectly. In the ring, what doesn't he do well in the ring? He's young in the industry, yet he's in there with main eventers. I thought it was an awesome spot for Dom to be working with Randy Orton in Orton's first match back a couple of weeks ago. Think if you're Dom Mysterio and you're getting to work with the likes of Randy Orton now. So yeah, I give Dom an A. I think he's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, and Mark, your thoughts on what we've seen from Dom on NXT? What did you think of the North American Championship match on Saturday with him and Dragon Lee?
Dave, I look at guys and I judge them a little differently than like a ABC or 1, 2, 3 rating. Like I judge them by the intangible things, and Dominik is one of those guys that I put him in the same category as The Rock and the Hearts and people that come from pro wrestling. They have legacy, Randy Orton. Like there are things that Dominik does that are just intuitive. You can tell he just picked it up. Like it's not trained. I mean, you have a lot of reps, so I guess you can consider it to be trained, but he just does stuff that I'm like, that's a kid out there playing with his toys. He knows what he's doing. And all those years of watching his dad and all those years of knowing what the bad guy did, knowing all of those things of what his dad had to fight through to get to be who he was, I think it's paying dividends for him because I see him take no wasted steps. Have you ever seen Randy Orton take a wasted step?
Everything means something.
Never. Everything means something. Everything means something to Dom. I watched Dominik take, he got a, I mean, he got swung on, and he took one step backwards. The first thing that hit the ground was his butt, like he was a 1-year-old baby. You ever seen babies trying to walk and they struggling and they whoa, boom, and they take the butt bump and they roll back. When Dominik does that, it looks different. It's not that it's different. Is that it looks like it did when Jose Lothario did it. It's just a different technique to it. He makes it look like the way we watched it when we were kids, Dave. And that's not because he was around. It was because of the studying and the way that he's seen so many matches that his father was in. So the intuitive things is what I see. And not to mention, right on top of that, he elevated that title.
Oh, no doubt. 100%.
There's
yes.
very few people that can say, oh, yeah, I won the title. And like The Miz, the Intercontinental title was dead, guys. Remember how dead it was? Nobody
Yep.
gave a shit about the Intercontinental title. And then Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Thank you, guys. I know the time has passed, but I appreciate it still. I appreciate what Dom is doing. He elevated that title. It means something in this world of pro wrestling. And they did not disappoint.
Now, it wasn't Wesley in the ring with Dom on Saturday, which was supposed to be. Now he's out with injury. Could be up to
Bless
a
his
year
heart.
that he's going to be out. Dragon Lee was in there. Dragon Lee beat Dom to win that North American Championship. So I think you're feeling like in 2024, at least for right now, that they're moving off of the main roster talent, at least as champions, and they're moving in to 2024. And really, I think feeling that the main roster talent did their job in 2023, Mark, so that we're looking at this roster differently going into the new year. Do you think so too?
I would think so, Dave. Like, you don't want it to trivialize the talent into making them seem like they're second tier. You have to elevate. You have to allow the people to grow. And you have to prove that what they're doing is working. And that was evidence Saturday that Dragon Lee deserves the shot and that he's improving, because we talked about it. The match he had just 2 weeks ago with Axiom, we were like, wow, this dude is good. He's ready. And they proved it.